first trip yet. I know you're feeling nervous about it. I know you're feeling nervous about traveling the first time by yourself or even with others. It can still be nerve wracking and fearful. But this video is going to talk to you about 5 tips that's going to help you overcome those fears and take your first few steps. So before we get into it, I'm Janetta Clay. This is Eat and Travel with Tony, so welcome to my channel here. If you like travel tips or travel content like this, and of course eating content as well, so make sure that you of course subscribe to the channel and then click that notification bell to receive all the videos I upload from this point here on out. So let's go ahead and get into these 5 tips, y'all, because like I said, I know when I took my first trip, my first actual trip, it was a cruise actually. I was in my like mid to late 20s. I was close to, well, I ain't gonna say 30, but like in my mid, between 25 and 30. That's the first when I took my first actual trip out of the state. I guess I put it that way. So the state I was living in, Missouri. And of course, yes, my cousin invited me. I put that video, I made a vlog out of it, and I put it on this channel too, so check that out. But like I said, I was definitely scared. Of course, me and my cousin, we had a relationship and stuff like that. I knew who she was and all that kind of stuff. That's who invited me. But I was still scared to, of course, leave and go on a cruise ship to all these countries, and I didn't know anything about them. But I jumped and I did it anyway. I put it that way. So like I said, you can definitely listen to that vlog and I'll put that link in the description of this video so that you can check it out. But like I said, I still took that trip anyway, and I had a blast. And I met a friend of mine that's still my friend to this day. Me and her are like this sister. So like I said, I'm definitely glad I went on that trip. But like I said, I had to overcome my nervousness. The thing I want you all to understand is that when you're traveling for the first time, you're trying to get out there, you're trying to figure out what to do and that kind of thing. Number one, you can start small. You can plan a short trip to a nearby city or weekend getaway to ease into traveling. You don't have to jump and take a cruise like I did, go to another state and fly and do all this stuff. But like I said, that's what I did because I have to push myself to go do these things. So that's how I do myself all the time with stuff. But like I said, you can just plan a short getaway, a short trip in a nearby city. And like I said, just ease into traveling. Like I said, you don't have to take that big giant leap unless you want to, like I did, then go ahead and do it. So Number two, do your research. Familiarize yourself with the destination that you're wanting to go to, the accommodations available. Accommodations mean like whether there's hotels, Airbnbs, Verbos, whatever it is, where you're going to be staying at, how you're going to get around, what attractions are there, those kind of things. And then, of course, the transportation as well, it'll boost your confidence. Just know that you can look at YouTube has a lot of videos like this that's talking about different destinations, well, not like this, but in the travel niche that's looking for that's talking about different destinations. Google, of course, you can search anything on Google and find out the destination that you want to go to. You can look at any social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, and figure out the destination that you're going to. Just say, for instance, you want to pick Hawaii. Then, of course, familiarize yourself with that destination to find out what people are talking about, where they're going, the ease of travel there, how they got there, what they did there, what they experienced there, what they ate there, all that kind of stuff. How they traveled around once they got there. Like I said, all those things will be online. And of course, like I said, there's either in video form or you can read about it. There's no reason why you cannot do your research unless you are that scared you don't want to do it. I'm pushing you to go ahead and do that doggone research. Do it today. Pick a place and do your research. Like I said, it'll definitely boost your confidence and lower your fear level as well. So number three, you can always travel with a friend. Having someone you trust by your side can make a huge difference, and it can make a huge difference. My cousin, she was on that first trip I ever took, going on the cruise and that kind of thing. So like I said, you can definitely have, even though we didn't hang out the whole time at all, but still, traveling with a friend, family, somebody that you know that can definitely, of course, ease your fears and, like I said, ease you on into the travel experience. And the only thing I would say about this, because I spent years and years and years waiting on people, family and friends to get their money together and trying to save for a trip, and I'm gonna go, and never ended up going nowhere with me. I never ended up canceling trips, and not counseling, but just not going on, not even planning the trips, because their money all of a sudden fell through, or they couldn't go, and all these excuses. And I just had to drop all that and just start doing whatever I needed to do. I couldn't stop waiting on. I couldn't keep waiting on people all that time in order for them to get their stuff together before I took my first trip anywhere, which I did for years. I had to stop doing that. That's why I took that cruise. Like I said, my cousin invited me. I didn't know anything about it, but I was already trying to plan a trip anyway. for myself, I guess I put it that way. So like I said, luckily she, of course, emailed, reached out, and that kind of thing, because I was trying to figure out how to do a trip or how to plan a trip on my own at that point. So, because like I said, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired of waiting on folks who never showed up for me. Always, I couldn't get the money, or they were scared too, or whatever was going on. I'm like, I'm trying to get her and see the world. I don't know what y'all trying to do, but I'm trying to do it, and I do it on my own until whoever wants to go with me. I put it that way. So like I said, travel with a friend if you can, but just don't wait on them for years and years and years and years, and you not take your trip yet. Take that trip without them if you need to. Number 4, plan ahead. Create a detailed itinerary to reduce uncertainty and surprises. Definitely make sure that you plan ahead. This trips, you can of course take a weekend getaway, and if you're planning on not doing so much when you get there, like in the city next to you or wherever you're going. But like I said, if you're actually taking a trip, you're traveling out of the state or traveling more than a few hours away within your state, you want to make sure that you have a detailed itinerary to make sure that you know what you're doing. You're taking your flight at this time, or you're driving at these times. You're getting to your destination at this time, check-ins at this time, whether you're going to rent a car, whatever you're doing. Like I said, you have to make sure that you have a detailed itinerary, because you'll feel a lot more certain about the trip that you're taking, and that you can of course do this. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, it will help reduce those surprises along the way, because things can happen when you travel, when you work, when you do anything. Things can always happen, so just keep that in mind. But like I said, creating that planning ahead, that can definitely help negate some of those surprises. And thank you, is this Sweaty Clip? Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're doing well. And I am live, y'all, just in case y'all are wondering. And the fifth one, focus on the positives. Remind yourself of the amazing experiences that are waiting for you, like the new food, sights, and memories when you start traveling. I know that's something that, like I said, that's been my mind for a long time. So, like I said, back when I was a kid, I was looking at, like, what is it called, National Geographic, and all those shows that was on TV. We didn't have internet and that kind of thing back then, so it was just TV and radio. So like I said, definitely focusing on the positive, the experiences that you'll have, the new food that you can taste, the sights and the adventures that you can get into, and the memories that you can create. Like I said, those things have always, at least for me, outweighed my fears in doing anything, and I hope that they outweigh the fears in order for you to schedule your first trip too. I hope so. I'm hoping these 5 tips helped you. So, like I said again, don't let fear hold you back from exploring the world. Explore the world, jump anyway. I'm telling you to jump anyway. Like I said, you'll grow your wings on the way down. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're expecting about, you're excited about. What's one thing you're excited about for your first trip? Share it in the comments below. So like I said, with that, y'all, I want to say thank you for tuning in. This is Tony again, or Tonetta with Eat and Travel with Tony. I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Again, let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're excited about for your first trip. I want to know. Let me know. Peace out, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.